Let the body relax for a little while. Make sure the muscles are comfortable. Make sure the breath can flow freely. Deep inhales, nice exhales. So the thought that I was thinking of for today's class is the thought of a prism. That's going to be the image that we're playing with today. The prism is that which, when you shine a light through it, it can break up the different constituents of the light, the different colors that make up the light, and spread that out so that you can see the whole spectrum. So when it's white light, you can see the whole rainbow being broken open. And so imagine that our spine is a prism. So think of a couple of things that might make a prism not work so well. So one of those things is definitely if it's dirty, it won't be able to accept the light to cast it out. So imagine when we do some of the different movements, such as twists, cat-cow, things like that. Imagine that those types of movements, just getting the spine to wiggle, move, those types of things, imagine that's an opportunity for us to kind of wipe the prism clean. And then imagine that the second thing that we can do for making sure a prism works is make sure that there's light shining in it. So if you were to hang it in the dark, or even just in a room that doesn't have a window or something like that, you could hang it there all day long and you would never see the rainbow getting cast. And so the other part is accepting light. And so there's going to be something that we'll take random moments throughout the class to just pause and do what we're going to call today the prism breath. And so that breath is where we imagine that our arms gather light up, and then we imagine traveling that light down our spine. So we're going to take a couple of those prism breaths to get ourselves started today. So the idea is with our inhale, circle the arms through the side until they're in prayer position right above head. With the exhale, keep the hands in prayer position, just slide them down. So it's like the light is traveling down the spine. Let's repeat that 4 more times to begin. Inhale, gather. Exhale, imagine that light's traveling down the spine. Another 3. 2. Whatever speed you're taking, take one last one when you get there. And then pause wherever the hands naturally rest. Imagine that line of light up our spine. Just taking a couple of bonus breaths just to imagine that light has flicked on. We're starting to prepare to play with our spine, strengthen all the muscles around it in our core, lengthen it, all sorts of goodies. And so with that, to get us started, let's start to take the knees into the chest. Let the knees rock around a little bit left and right, nice and easy. And let's start off with one of those cleansing things for our spine. Let the knees just fall simply all the way over to the left. Arms spread open. Some good easy breaths flowing through the breath, through the lungs. Imagine this is like you're starting to spiral a dishcloth around the prism, trying to start cleaning it. As knees pick back up, tilt them all the way over to the right. Second swipe at trying to clean out that prism. here as the knees come back up. Place a hand around each knee. What we're going to do from here, hugging this right thigh in nice and deep. The left arm and leg are going to stretch out away from one another. Exhale, bring that side back in. Inhale, left arm and leg stretch out. Circle back in. Just keep on switching back and forth. Anytime you're inhaling, you're stretching one side away. Exhaling to take it back. Nice and easy for this first strengthening movement. Nothing too vigorous required. We're still doing okay. Let's take 5 more each. Here's 5. 5. 4. 4. 3. 3. 2. 2. Last one each. Good. Sliding the hands up to the feet. Let's take a happy baby pose. Let's start off with gentle rocking motions, just a matter of inches to the left, inches to the right. Sometimes I'll just stay in that rocking. Other days, I tilt so far over to the left that my right leg straightens up to sky. And then I tilt so far to the right that my left leg straightens up. Just gently finding that length back and forth. Waking up some of these areas of the body. Good. Release the hands, the legs go straight up to sky. Arms can be open on the ground. Let's do a few cycles where with our inhales, legs open out wide. Exhales, they squeeze together. This starts to include abductor and adductor muscles. Bring the inner thighs and outer thighs a bit more. Another 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. Open legs back out. Hands rest on inner thighs. Just letting gravity help us open the legs into the stretch. A few breaths. Releasing the hands, legs squeeze back up together at the top. Slide the thumbs under the hips, keeping the low back flat on the ground. From here, we'll lower and raise the legs up. The legs are stuck together, they go together. Only lower so far as the low back does not have to arch off the ground. So go ahead and drop down the first one. Here's number 5. And slow exhale to return. 4. You're ready for 3. 2. 1. Bring out the hands, grab hands around right leg, drop left leg all the way to the floor. Pull that side in. We're stretching the hamstring area out just a bit more. Keep the right knee in the right hand. The right foot swivels in into the left hand. It's almost like a pigeon pose, just we're flipped on our back. So hug that up as tightly as you can. From here, left leg hovers above the ground. With our exhale, take that thigh in to tap the right foot, and then extend the leg back out. We're gonna repeat 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last time coming in, set it up in the figure 4, hugging around that left thigh or shin, whatever you can reach. Another deep breath in and out. We'll start to release that right ankle. The right leg drops all the way long on the ground, left leg up to sky. Grab onto it, brief little hamstring stretch. Swivel the foot in, grabbing right hand onto that foot. Set it up like a hug around the shin. Right leg hovers above the ground. When you're ready to come in, that's going to be our number 10. And extend back out. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Set it up in the hug. Figure 4 stretch. As we release the hug, let the knees come in nice and easy. Bent shape, even lift the toes up to be about a 90-degree angle, bent shape. Arms open out left and right. With an inhale, tilt the knees partway to one side. Exhale brings us back up through the center. Inhale, tilt. Exhale, return. If you'd like to increase challenge when you tilt, also straighten legs out to that side. Bend knees to return through the center. Inhale, lengthen out through the side. Exhale, center. You have control over how far the tilt is. Doesn't have to be super dramatic. Let's take 3 more each. 2. 1 more each. Back to bent knees in the center, hands clasped around the head, picking the head up. Here we twist our right elbow to the left knee, right leg extends straight out, and switch sides. We're always twisting opposite elbow to opposite knee. The other leg hovers out. A higher angle, pointing more high to sky would be easier. Lower angle, closer to ground, makes it harder. You choose the difficulty for your body based on how you feel today. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the head rest down. Keep the hands there. We're going to use that in a moment. 3 times the knees are back to that 90-degree angle. 3 times we try to lower the 90-degree angle, legs down until maybe toes touch the ground. Tap and then contract back in. 2, 1. And then lower them down slowly like that until feet are on the ground. Lift the head up. We're stretching the back of the neck. Sometimes the neck needs to have little tiny movements. Just rocking a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left. Those are fine if you wish. Letting the head back down. Drop hands to the floor by the hips. Taking a slow inhale, we'll lift our hips up to bridge pose. Slow exhale to lower down. Let's try to aim for 10 cycles. So inhale up 10. Exhale, return down. 9. 8. 7. 6. Here's 5. 4. 3. 2. The last one, stay up just a little bit longer. So lift up, inhale. Exhale, we're holding. What we're gonna do 10 times is lift the hips up another inch, lower them down another inch. Here's 9, 8, 7, 6, feel those glutes burning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the hips all the way down. Slide the feet about as wide as the mat. Take a few windshield wipers. The knees tilt to the left. Knees tilt to the right. Take a few rounds to each direction. You can always go extra slow. Sometimes that eases into the joints just a little bit better. Your choice. Beautiful. So we're going to take our way up to a boat pose. We're going to try to roll like a ball 5 times to get there. So bring the knees in, kick with a little bit of momentum, balancing up 5, and rock back. 4, 3, 2. This last one we stay. If you need hands, that's fine. If you can release hands, we're going to try to take that prism breath from here. So inhale, circle up, gather light. Exhale, bring it down the spine. Repeat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take it into cobbler's pose for a moment. Spine relaxes up and over. Feel that nice release. We return back up, let the legs lengthen out in front of you. Arms will come up floating. With our exhale, we'll curl through the spine, come back to the point where you can still balance, and then inhale up. Exhale, the arms float, and then inhale back. Let's try to repeat that. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Almost there. 2. Last one. Good. Swing the left leg wide. Tuck the right foot in. And then slide the hands forward and through to the center. Spine up, switch the legs, slide forward and through. Sliding back up, Try to open both legs using the core itself to try to sit up tall. If you need the knees to be bent to sit up tall, that's fine. Sitting up tall, 5 prism breaths. Inhale, exhale light through the center. 4, 3, 2, last one. Drop the hands in front of you, slide forward and through. Okay, so traveling back up, we're going to plant our feet in front of us, hands plant behind us. These will be tricep dips. So when the hips lift up, you bend the elbows, and then elbows press us back up straight. Here's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips down. You can leave the hands or balance with the hands like a boat. We're going to do some bicycles. So one leg circles up and then the other. Keep on breathing. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet into cobbler's pose, a couple of breaths to release forward. Spine lifts up, pick up the right knee, flip it over to the left knee, and then separate it so that the foot's just kind of to the side of the thigh. Spiral the hands to the left side, a nice spinal twist. Imagine it's a cleansing motion for that prism. Ourselves catching the breath. As you leave the left hand behind you, return the torso forward, plant right hand behind you from the other side. This is set up for a right quad stretch. So if you're already in it, great. You don't have to do anything else. If you need a little bit more to fill the right quad, maybe you lower to left elbow, or maybe both elbows. If the knee starts to pop up off the ground, that's kind of a sign you're right at the edge. But as much as it feels okay for the knee still, let's give it maybe 3 more slow breaths. Good. Easing back up. Free out that knee. Flip the left knee over to the right, separating it. Spiral hands to the right. Nice spinal twist. Leaving the right hand behind, face the torso forward, left also comes behind. If that's in the left quad stretch, you don't have to do anything more. If you need a little bit more, maybe right elbow lowers, sometimes both. So only getting to the point where the knee's still happy, you are in the quad stretch. Another good inhale. Nice exhale. Reverse our way back up. Both knees come together. So we're gonna do boat pose. With our inhale, the arms float up. With our exhale, we tilt the hands to one side. Inhale back up. Exhale second. Here's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can still do 5 prism breaths, inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Slide it back into another cobbler, maybe the deepest yet. Slow, easy breath. Let's open out both legs nice and wide. Slide through the center. Another huge inhale. Nice exhale. Let's swing our knees underneath our body. As we're up at a high kneeling spot for just a moment, float the hands off left and right. And what we're gonna do is penguin from here. So slide the right hand down. Maybe you can touch the floor, maybe not, that's okay. And then left hand down. Exhale each time you go. Doing those transverse abdominis. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up through the top, drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Head floats up, left ear to left shoulder. And back up. Let's lower down to all fours. Take 3 or 4 sets of cat-cow. Just nice and slow. Exhale, spine rounds up. It's like we're wiping the prism, moving the spine. Neutral spine. Let's take a little spinal twist. Inhale, right arm floats up to sky. Spread that right shoulder all the way down. Your choice, maybe left hand stretches to top of mat, or maybe it winds around low back. Start to return left hand in front of face, press into it. Take another cat, another cow. Neutral spine, left hand floats. Spread it all the way under and through. Maybe right hand this time slides up to top of mat. Maybe right hand around the low back, your choice. Another huge inhale. Exhale, right hand in front of face, press into it. A cat. And a cow. Beautiful. So from here, bump the hands forward, kneeling plank or full plank if you wish. We're gonna do 5 sets of push-ups. So inhale to go down. Exhale to press your way back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Scoot the hands back to a nice neutral kneeling spot. Take the left knee under your body such that the right knee can float easily. You're doing a couple of things with that right leg. So first, 3 circles, as big of a circle as you can with the knee to each direction. Choose your first direction. 3, 2, 1. Reverse the direction. 3, 2, 1. Straighten the leg out behind you. Hike the hip a little bit. The knee is going to try to go directly to the right shoulder. Through the side. 3, 2, 1. Still keeping the hip hiked like that. Straight leg tries to kick out to the side. 3, 2, 1. Now square the hip back down. Leg lifts up to the sky. 3, 2, 1. Now bending the knee. Either float the left hand trying to balance there, or see if that left hand can grab those toes behind your back. If you find the grip, try to lift it up to a little bit of a back bend. Good work. Another good inhale. Exhale. As we release, we're going to set that right foot straight off to the right. We're going to rise up nice and high. Prism breath, circling up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms open to left and right. We're going to do 10 quick arm circles to each direction. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant the right hand on the right leg, slide down. Left hand circles up and over. Rising back up. Slide the right foot in until the knee's about a 90-degree angle. And then we're going to take a side lunge to that side as deep as you can go. If the balance is good enough that you can release the hands, take 5 more prism breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping the hands down, back to the straight leg, lower to elbows. You can either stay here, or if you're not feeling the stretch as much as you want, you can inch the elbows a little closer to the straight leg. Another good inhale. Exhale. Working our way back up onto hands and knees. Another set of push-ups. So kneeling plank or full plank. When you're in this shape, inhale lowers us down. Exhale to press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Neutral kneeling space. This time, it's the right knee balancing underneath us. The left knee is free to float. We start off with 3 circles of the knee to each direction. So when you're ready, take it. 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 3, 2, 1. From here, hike the hip up a little bit. The leg straightens out. The knee tries to go to the shoulder. 3, 2, 1. The straight leg tries to kick through the side as far as it can. 3, 2, 1. Square the hip down. Tap the toes down. Lift up as high as you can. 3, 2, 1. Bending the knee. Either work on floating right arm, trying to balance there, or grab right hand to that foot behind, trying to lift up, arch. Good, release. Left leg straight off to the left. Come up high, kneeling. Prism breath. 3, 2, 1. Arms out to the sides. Quick arm circles, 10 each. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide the left hand down the left leg. Right hand reaches up and over. Good, rising back up. The knee takes the bent shape, about a 90-degree angle. Lunge to that side. If you're steady enough, you don't need hands. Let's take 5. Prism. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the hands down, back to the straight leg, lower to elbows. This is the point. Either stay, or if you need more stretch, inch the elbows closer to the straight leg. Good, back up to hands. One last strengthening, one last round of push-ups. So plank or kneeling plank. When you're ready, 5, inhale, exhale, press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Widen the knees, perhaps take a moment with a child pose. Walk the hands off the left side of the mat. Walk the hands off the right side of the mat. Back through the center. And coming to a comfortable seated place. I'm going to wrap up with a couple of bonus neck stretches. So imagine your chin staying at a nice neutral place is going to be on a half pipe. So it's not so much about dipping up and down. It's about tilting the head to the left, tilting the head to the right. Take it nice and slow through the deepest spot. To the next one, chin comes back up to neutral. Turn your head to gaze over the right shoulder. Maybe you take the back of the right hand onto that left cheek to help press it further. Release, head goes through the front. Look over left shoulder. Maybe the left hand presses into the cheek to help. Turning through the center. Drop the right ear to right shoulder. If you need more, maybe left hand floats off to the left. Rotate the nose up, head goes slightly behind the shoulder. Return ear over shoulder. Rotate the nose down toward armpit. And roll the head all the way from this spot to the other shoulder, same spot. Back to the first. As we start to make our way back over the left shoulder, let the left ear drop through that spot right over the top. Left ear over left shoulder. Maybe right hand floats off to the right. Nose turns slightly up, head goes slightly behind shoulder. Your back equal over shoulder. Nose turns down to armpit, head slightly in front of shoulder. Take a few more half circles. Rolling the ear from one shoulder, slowly over to the next. When that feels good, You're welcome to head to any last stretches the body may want prior to Shavasana. This could be seated stretches. It could be stretches laying on the ground, on the belly, whatever feels good for the last minute or so. Going to be no rush to get into your Shavasana. Some of us will go right there. Some of us have a little bit more exploring to do. So zero rush at all, but I will explain what you're going to do when you get comfortable and ready for your Shavasana. So when you reach that point, sooner or later, laying comfortably, what you're going to do is take 3 more of those prism breaths, just laying on the back. After those 3, you'll imagine that your spine is a clean prism full of light. And so as you're settling into your Shavasana shape, sooner or later, still no rush, just imagine closing the eyes, getting to watch the little show of rainbows getting cast all over the place. All it takes is just good deep breaths in and out. Here, let's begin to deepen our inhales. Our exhales. Introduce little movements back to fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Stretching it out like we're waking up first thing in the morning. Perhaps choosing a fetal position off to one side if you wish. Drawing maybe 3 or 4 breaths until you feel ready to rise sooner or later. Here with hands at our heart, we imagine somebody who inspires us. And we think of how everywhere they go, it's like their light is shining. You can't help but see it. They're casting little prism rainbows all over the place wherever they go. And we recognize that we can see that kind of self-work. When people are working on themselves, we can see them start to shine. And we recognize that sometimes changing the world is as easy as working on ourselves. So as we head forward, we work on cleaning this prism, we work on inviting more light in. And so with that idea to help lead us on, we wrap up the time we shared together today with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May we be filled with light and happiness and peace. Namaste.